Right, welcome guys. Really exciting day. I get to show you my brand new car. Brand new to me anyway. Certainly doesn't look new. I've replaced my dream car. I have got another Datsun 510. This has been in the works for a really long time. So I'm going to introduce you to the car, quickly show you around it, talk you through where I got it from. And then in later videos we'll do a bit more of a deep dive into it because it needs a lot of work. But it is nothing like my other one. Let's put it that way. So let's show you my brand new, to me, Greek imported, barn find Datsun 510. Alright, so all the beauty shots out the way. Yeah, it's a left-hand drive, Greek, Datsun 510. It doesn't have an L16 in it, it's got an L14, which is fine for now. It's not remotely similar to what I had before, because it's not on leaf springs. It is the highly desirable IRS, so independent rear suspension, which you can barely see underneath there. Yeah, it's missing some glass. Yeah, it ain't perfect, but I've got glass, I've got parts, I've got a spare engine, I've got a spare gearbox. Yes, it is riding super high, but I've got coilovers. Essentially everything this car needs I've got, aside from rear suspension. I don't have that, obviously, because I didn't have that on my last car, did I? I had leaf sprung. So, let's sit in it. Oh, and also, it's got a lovely dash. Like, this is in great condition. The only thing that's bad in here is the dash pad has split. But aside from that, this is in really good condition. It's got a heater that works. Yeah, it just needs a really deep clean. It probably could do with the dashboard being ceramic coated, or the plastics. There's a type of ceramic coat that you can put on plastics that will rejuvenate it, bring that vibrancy back to the colour. It's got its original radio. So funny, and it does work. Yeah, it does actually work, believe it or not. And look, is it perfect? No. Oh, interesting steering wheel as well. Yes, I'm wearing flip-flops because I'm just between doing some work here and there. The seats are rough. You know, they're split open, they're not good. There's a whole lot of things which are not good about it, but it's a really honest car. And that's what I wanted. I wanted an honest car, a car that wasn't full of filler, like all these shitty Thailand imports. Yeah, there's a huge dent in this driver's door. I've got a spare door though, from my last Datsun. I've got all the parts to make this a reasonable running, driving Datsun 510 that looks cool. Isn't mint, because it won't be mint, but it's a car that I will be able to run and drive. I've got wide arches for it as well. I've got a spoiler, got the Hakoska spoiler. I've got a front lip, though I might change the front lip to something else. I've got Ray's Volk Mesh 3-piece wheels that I haven't been using on anything. They came on my last car. I want to put them on this. So basically, it's a really good blank canvas and there's no rot. The only rot that you did see, and it's very, very briefly, it's in the engine bay. It's surface. I don't care. I couldn't care less about surface. Anything on this car is all surface. It's all surface. So this is a barn find. This has been sat in a barn, a garage, for about 10 years now. It's also got, amazingly, it has got all of the service. It's got the whole service history from Greece. All of it. I don't want to show too much because there might be some information in there. But yeah, it's got service history from Greece. Again, you know, when it was last serviced, 2010. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's got all of this stuff in it. And again, like, it's not perfect. This car is so far from perfect. It's missing badges. There's part of the Datsun badge for the rear. I didn't know that was in here. So it's missing a lot. It's missing a few bits and pieces here and there, like badges and things like that. But you know what? I'm bloody happy with it. Am I going to keep it left-hand drive? Yes, I am, because I don't see the point in changing it needlessly, even though I could. I just don't see the point. But yeah, here it is. It is a Datsun 510 L14 engine with a 4-speed, which you can see here. So this is the 4-speed, which is fine. I've got 2 5-speed transmissions, so I've got one spare. God, that is really bad, isn't it? Flippity floppity flopper. Yeah, and again, the motor itself, I haven't managed to get it to start yet, but I think that's just quite literally because there is no fuel in here. I'm hoping. It's got the old... trying to find out where my keys are. It's got the old... It's got the newer gauges. Sorry, I'm trying to find the keys to the... So I can show you. It all lights up. You know, the lights work. The wipers work. It all works. Like, it's a working car. So I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with it. The underside is fine. Like, it's lovely. The underside's lovely. It needs probably grinding down and having like bed liner put under it, Raptor liner, you know, properly sealing it in. That's like a summer job where I'll just get underneath the car days at a time with a grinder and grind it all down, because obviously I don't want to do it when it's winter, when there is going to be rain, because bare metal, water, not great. So it'll sit like this for a while, to be honest. I've even got a spare carpet for it. So when I was getting ready to do my Datsun, my other Datsun 510, I bought a carpet from the States, custom made, to be right-hand drive, hilariously enough. So I'm going to have to change it so it's, well, I'm just going to have to use it as a left-hand drive one, basically. Look, the seats are horrible. You know, these are, well, they're not very nice seats, so I'll have to buy some new seats eventually. But this is good. Like, I'm really happy with this. I'll chuck the new steering wheel in it. I'll get it driving. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get it driving, but I don't think the motor's working at the moment because there's basically no fuel. Because the fuel gauge just isn't moving at all. So I think it's just to do with fuel. Here it is. I've got another Datsun 510. I've got my dream car. And yeah, it's not perfect. Like, my God, it's not perfect. No. It's not at all. But I've got door cards. I think these will actually end up okay. I think I can just clean these up. But it's pretty solid for what it is. I've got everything spare needed to make this a good car. I mean, even this works. You know? Like, again, it's not perfect. It's so far from perfect. But I am really, really happy with it. I think that's my dog. Hello. It's Cece. Hello. Do you want to come in? Come on. Yeah, you can come in. There you go. Apparently, this is my new dog, Cece. Jasper is still around, by the way. People were a bit confused by that. So anyway, I haven't made a video in a little while, mainly because I was waiting for a part for the Corolla. That's another video in and unto itself. So I was waiting for a part, and it was supposed to have arrived by now, so I could make that video, but I can't because it's not arrived. But then this arrived. So real quick story. I'm in a Datsun 510 WhatsApp group for the UK owners. And someone in there was kind enough to basically reach out to someone that had helped him get one of his cars. And just ask whether he would, in Greece, whether he knows of anyone or anything that, you know, that there's a Datsun 510 going. Anyway, long story short, this was found in a garage, been sat for about 10 years. I agreed to buy it for less than I bought my last Datsun 510 for. So that was the other thing. There were 510s going in the UK. Didn't want to pay for that when they were more expensive than my last Datsun 510. I couldn't justify that cost. There's just no way I could justify that cost. So I bought this. Got it shipped over last minute. I had to deal with customs declarations and stuff, which is a nightmare. Who knew it was difficult to import a car? So I did this all myself, basically imported this car all myself, which I've never done before. But it wasn't that difficult, to be fair. Tax and duty was about 300 quid. So that was nothing. That's like peanuts, isn't it, really? So I'm really happy. Like I'm genuinely happy. Again, it's not great. Like, this is not a great car. Like, I mean, even, you know, the original rear seats there, all the materials all saggy and stuff. It's like, do I swap it out for my nice new bench seat, which I think is still around? I don't think it's been trashed yet. Or do I keep the original? Because the original is pretty cool, and I'm rarely ever going to have passengers, so I don't know. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. What you think I should do with this car. Bearing in mind I've already got a plan for it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Genuinely, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I got another Datsun 510. I can't. Yeah. Now, this is actually me done with cars. This is me done with vehicles. I can't justify ever getting any more. So these are probably the staple cars you'll see now on the channel: the Corolla, the Datsun 510, the Lexus, and the pickup truck. There's a lot of issues with the pickup truck, by the way. That's coming up in another video if I can stomach it. It's back from paint. It's at the hot rod shop and there's rust. It was never rusted. So I'm not happy about that, obviously. But never mind. Anyway, I'm going to go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as I did. But yeah, we'll be tinkering away on this now. This will be the sort of long-term just tinkerer project. You know, like, it's not going to be that difficult to get it running and driving, looking cool, and just being a really cool driver, basically. Don't expect anything miraculous with this yet. This is a long-term project, really long-term. You know, I basically need to get another door, my old door. I need to get that painted, and then just chuck it on, and then I'll polish and buff the rest of the paintwork out. I'll keep it as it is, a bit patinaed, and that's it really for a while. But yeah, leave your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear it. If there's anyone out there that is a painter that could help me, that wants to help me for some free promotion, that'd be cool. But failing that, yeah, it's going to be sat here just looking like it is for a while. So from me and CC, because Jasper's over there somewhere. Cheers. Oh shit. Beeping the horn. Cheers. Bye.